What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. And do the Indianapolis Colts need left tackle? Should they draft one? Should they go out and sign one? What should they do? Is left tackle as big as a need as everyone thinks? And if you enjoy Colts content, NFL content, make sure you like, subscribe, and put that post notification bell on so you miss any future videos. So, left tackle is not as big as a problem as it seems, at least for now. So, Matt Pryor is a solid short-term answer. He's not going to be a top 5 left tackle in the league, but he's not going to be a bottom 5. He's going to be average, and he's at least going to get it done. There's a chance that he could maybe break out and be a very good left tackle. He has the tools to do so. He's shown at right tackle last year that he was very good at right tackle for Braden Smith when he went down. And even when he stepped in for Fisher a few times over in at left tackle, he played pretty well. He showed some very good traits, some very good qualities, even though he was a backup most of his career over in Philly and then a little bit over here. He stepped in and he made it happen. And, give him the shot. He earned it. He deserved it. He worked for it last year. So give him the shot. He has a lot of promise. He can really maybe blossom, and maybe we have our left tackle. So having an all-pro guard, a great system, and solid blocking tight ends make his job much easier as well. So having Quentin Nelson next to Matt Pryor is going to help him tremendously. Having good blocking tight ends are going to help him. Good system, good zone systems, and Matt Pryor is already a pretty damn good run blocker. And it's kind of all you need to do for this Colts offense at this point. Even though you need to be solid at both, Matt Pryor is a very good run blocker. He's an okay pass blocker, nothing crazy, but he gets the job done. You don't always need a top 5 player at every position, even though left tackle is one of those positions you do really want experience. You really do want a damn good player protecting the blind side of your quarterback. So, but at the end of the day, Matt Pryor will do just fine. So then you look behind Matt Pryor. There really isn't anyone that could play left tackle. Not anyone that has much experience in the NFL anyways. So Will Fries has little to no experience in the NFL, so depth is an issue. So I fully expect Chris Ballard to draft a left tackle, whether it's mid or late rounds. Fully expect him to draft some offensive lineman help, offensive line depth. Because, that right guard, we're going to have to watch out for that. Because Danny Pinner's going to be playing right guard for the first time. I think he's going to be solid. I think he's going to be able to get it done. But, with him moving up over there, you're going to have a big void at, behind Ryan Kelly. So, maybe Will Fry steps up into that backup center, maybe the backup tackle. The point is, we need more depth, and I'm not talking down on Will Fry whatsoever, but the Colts do need to have depth, because if a player goes down, you do want to have that guy ready. Even though Will Fries can step in, you need more than Will Fries. You need more than, what else is on this roster right now. So make sure Chris Ballard, as we all know, Chris Ballard's a genius. He knows what he's doing in the draft. He's not going to reach. He's not going to do all that crazy stuff. He's going to play the draft how it falls. He's going to play the dominoes how they fall. So another thing is, Big Q is only to be used at left tackle for emergencies, as we saw few times throughout his career, not many times. Chris Ballard, Frank Reich, they're not scared to plug in Big Q at left tackle when it's absolutely needed, when it's an emergency. If not, we already know how Chris Ballard feels about Big Q playing left tackle. He doesn't want him to play left tackle because, he's already an all-pro. He's already a generational talent at his position. Why change him? I get it. So, but if you're going to be paying him a lot of money, it's kind of like tackle money that he wants to get paid. So, something to think about there. But, at the same time, Big Q in a left guard, I have no problems with keeping him there. I have no problems with changing him, with moving him somewhere else. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Plays left guard, left tackle. He's still going to be an elite offensive lineman for us. So, no complaints there from me. So, should the Colts draft a left tackle? Here are some solid options in the draft. So, here's some options, maybe in the second or third round. Daniel Faalele, he is the guy from Minnesota. He's left tackle. Now, he is very raw, but the dude is huge. If you go and look at his measurables, he's like 6'8". His hands are huge, and the only thing with those big tackles like that is that It's hard to get leverage. It's hard to keep leverage. It's hard to keep balance, because it's hard to get that back straight up and then still get your hands up on that guy like that. So something to watch out with him, but he is an athletic freak. He has a chance to be a very good left tackle. So, if you're willing to take him and let him develop a year or two and then throw him in maybe when Matt Pryor is starting to struggle, when Matt Pryor just isn't the guy anymore, he just leaves and goes somewhere else on free agency, absolutely plug him in and see how he does. And with a year or two of developing, he got to learn a thing or two, so he probably looked pretty damn good. He's, as I said, very raw, doesn't really know how to play football that much, but he just uses his athletic ability over Minnesota and played very well. But he does know how to play football, absolutely. He's in D1, but point is, he's raw, his technique is raw. So I think Chris Ballard and Frank Reich, and they don't shy away from developing an offensive lineman that can really make a difference in this team. So then you have Abraham Lucas from Washington. He can be a solid option. I think he's more NFL ready tackle than some of these other guys. So Abraham Lucas would not be a bad option at all. Abraham Lucas will come in, and would he start over Matt Pryor right away? No. But if Matt Pryor struggles during the season, if he just struggles, put Abraham Lucas in there and he should be just fine. Of course, with Quentin Nelson next to him, he's got good blocking tight ends, a solid system with that zone blocking, so he would not be a bad option for that left tackle spot at all. Then you have Darren Kinder from Kentucky, kind of the same thing as Abraham Lucas, but kind of like the same thing. So wouldn't mind drafting any of these three guys. So. And we'll see what Ballard does. Ballard's not gonna force anything. He's not gonna reach. If a guy is there that he likes at the spot, he's gonna draft him. Usually he goes best player available, which is smart because you see a few years ago when Marlon Mack was considered that top back, that lead dog, it didn't stop him from trading up and going to pick a guy like Jonathan Taylor. If he really likes someone, he's gonna trade up. If he really likes someone, he's going to draft them. If he thinks he's really going to make this team better, he will draft them. If not, he won't. Even if the player doesn't make it, he doesn't care. He'll trade back. So, later on options, Max Mitchell, Spencer Buford, Andrew Stubler. I wouldn't mind Andrew Stubler from Michigan. I think he'd be, all these guys are projects. They're later on options. So, these guys I would not mind bringing in and then giving them a shot to learn behind Matt Pryor, learn behind Big Q, whatever. So, you guys let me know what you think. And even another point about Daniel Faalele, I could even see the Colts pushing him in at guard and then putting Pinner back at backup center, and that would work just fine. Like I said, Daniel Faalele, he's physical, he's big. He would be a great option to play right guard if you draft him here. Maybe Chris Ballard ends up doing that. Maybe Frank Reich ends up doing that, which I would not be opposed to at all. So, overall, don't be too worried about left tackle right now. Situation could be a lot worse. It could be, we didn't have anything last year, right? We know how bad it was last year with no tackle. We know how bad it was when Anthoiny Castanzo retired. We had no one in place. We had no one ready. We as Colts fans weren't very happy that the Colts didn't go for a guy in the draft, that didn't draft one, but Chris Ballard didn't think that there was a guy that was ready, that wasn't taken when the Colts were up on the clock, that is worth taking. So he's not going to force it. He's going to draft the best player available. He's going to draft a player that he thinks is going to help this team the most. And don't force any picks in the draft. If one falls, one falls. Chris Ballard knows that. We just talked about that. So, you guys let me know what you think about the Colts left tackle situation. You think they should go out and move up for one, maybe? I know there's, a few good tackles in the draft, but after, after Akeem, after Evan Neal, I think there's a pretty significant drop-off to Charles Cross. After that, I don't see many tackles that are worth taking. Trevor Penning, I'm not a big fan of him at tackle. He's strong, he's big, he's nasty, but he just doesn't have it. His technique is raw. The technique is not there, and I just don't see it in Trevor Penning. I don't see, maybe if he falls to them in the second round, maybe absolutely give him a shot. But he would be a much better guard than tackle, if you ask me. So, you guys let me know what you think. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, put that post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. It's going to be it for me for today. And I will catch you guys later. This is a JDW Sports Talk Show. Signing off.